Hey everybody, and welcome back to RNBHomestead. Today we're going to be planting cranberries. Yes, cranberries can be grown in containers without a bog where you have to flood the bog for twice a year to actually harvest. They can actually be grown in containers. So make sure you go ahead and hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I do a video. Also make sure you hit that subscribe button and give us some thumbs up. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So welcome back. So like I said, today we are planting cranberries in a container. Now, cranberries are very unique. Cranberries, usually people grow them in what they call bogs, which are big areas, and they flood them with water twice a year to protect them from frost, but to also harvest them. But cranberries can also be planted in containers. Now, if you're planting cranberries from seeds, it usually takes about 6 to 12 weeks. Yes, I said 6 to 12 weeks for the cranberries to even germinate. You heard me right. It takes the seeds either a month and a half to 3 months just to germinate. That's why it takes extreme patience when gardening, and that's why if you're doing cranberries, you probably should do a couple batches at a time because it takes so long for them to germinate. Now, cranberries actually are good for urinary infections. They're good for inflammatory issues you may have. They're rich in vitamin C. Some people, all they really know them for is the cranberry sauce at Thanksgiving. You can actually drink them. You can dehydrate them. You can freeze dry them. You can make some jam if you choose to. There's a lot of things you can do with cranberries. So today I'm going to go ahead and show you how I'm going to plant them in a container. Now, I'm doing things a little bit different because I have my bottom container here, which you can see has no holes in it whatsoever. Then I have this top container that I'm going to actually use to put the cranberries in. You usually want to bury them approximately 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch from the surface and then cover them slightly. But you also want to make sure that you space them apart. So it's a little bit easier to grow the amount you want because it takes so long by doing it this way. So because I don't like the seeds to move around once I've planted them, I usually water from the bottom. And because I'm doing this tray and doing this trick this time, I'm actually going to put water in here at first. Cranberries love water, but I'm going to fill this up first, and then I'm going to put this on top of here, and then we're going to fill it up. So let me go ahead and put some water in here, and as I splash it all over myself. And I'm going to put this down in here. So now you have the 2 trays in here. Now I'm going to take my soil, my potting soil, and I'm going for seedlings, and I'm going to go ahead and fill this tray up. And of course, my X-Acto knife has disappeared. But these bags are supposed to be easily torn, which it was. So, go ahead and fill this with soil. Make sure you don't spill the soil. So, as you can see, I'll bring you guys down just a little. There. You can see the soil. It may cut me off a little bit, but I just want you guys to see what I'm doing. So, we got the soil here. light fluffy soil that we're going to have. And you usually would go ahead and plant your cranberries. I got this version of cranberries. These are the mountain cranberries, and there's about 1,000 seeds in here. And of course I'm not going to plant 1,000 seeds, but we're going to test what everyone's saying as far as planting in containers for these cranberries. So I am going to plant a few. So let me go ahead and open this up. Now mind you, I probably will, the seeds are extremely small, and the packet doesn't seem to want to open for me. Probably should have opened it from the other end. Yeah, let's open it from the other end. Or open it this way. Here are what the seeds look like. Let me give you a closer view of what the seeds like, and I'll show you as soon as I take them out the bag. Now mind you, there are 1,000 seeds in here, so you have to be very, very careful, because the seeds are extremely tiny. So as you can see, these are cranberry seeds, and you want to place them properly. It says here, it says that you want to place them about a couple feet far from each other, but we're doing this in a container. So I'm going to sprinkle them across this area. Because again, I don't know what will and will not germinate. Now if you're doing them in the individual containers, you want to do about 6 or 8 seeds per little bitty container. But again, I'm doing this big old huge container. So I'm going to save these for my next round of cranberries that I'll probably start within 6 weeks, because I'll let these start up and then I'll start some new cranberries. Then I've already watered them in, because as you can see, I watered it from the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and cover the seeds lightly with a little bit more soil, because again, you don't want to bury them all the way. And then just because I only have a little bit left, actually I'm going to spray them with my lovely sprayer. It's like a mister. Now that I've misted all my little packages, and we're going to go ahead and put them back in their little package here. Make sure you guys, you label what you've done. What I do is I go ahead and I put the variety, and then I also put the date on here. And today is the March 15th. And so you're looking at anywhere, you're probably looking at the beginning of May as to when these will, at the earliest, will germinate. Go ahead, put your little thing in there, and they're all set to go under the grow lights on the mats. So I want to thank you guys for coming along and starting this journey as far as growing these cranberries. We're going to see how we're going to do. I probably will start updating you guys within 2 weeks on all the things that we've planted. As you can see from the background, let me lift you guys up. We have Big Baby over here. As you can see, Cranberry, the blueberries are all good. Her little sister, little mama, is right here. And then we have, actually my kiwi are doing well. Unfortunately, my pomegranate and my blackberry and my fig tree have not given me any leaves, but it's still kind of cold here in zone 7A, so they may still be dormant. So hopefully by April 15th, within the next 3 to 4 weeks, when I'm able to put them outside, I'll start to see some type of leaves. If not, we'll start all over again. So until next time, see you later.